Alright, so it's game number 2 of the day, and I got my demons out, and we're playing Chaos Demons versus Chaos Space Marines. A whole bunch of demon engines. So starting on my left flank, I have a Burning Chariot, I have 10 Horrors, 17 Fleshhounds, a Demon Prince with dual claws and wings, ignore the swords, 10 more Pink Horrors, there's a Herald down there, 9 Flamers in the trees, 17 more Fleshhounds, another Demon Prince, and finally a Burning Chariot. In reserve, I have another unit of 9 Flamers. Oh, I lied, I have 2 more things. I have 3 Nurglings down there and 3 Nurglings hiding in that building. So that's my army. Going second, we're playing Scorched Earth again. We just happened to roll it a second time. Alright, so on the Chaos Space Marine side, we have a building here. There's 2 units of 5 Chaos Space Marines with las cannon. There we have 14 cultists. There are 3 defilers over there. 1, 2, and 3. And then of course a Lord Discordant, a Master of Possessions is back in there, and a Sorcerer with Jump Pack, and then finally an Obliterator. And then over on this side, to round things out, there is a Helldrake, 5 more Chaos Space Marines with a las cannon, there's a Demon Prince, 2 squads of 2 spawn, and what's the little spider called?
Venom Crawler.
A Venom Crawler, and a Venom Crawler back there. So he has 2 detachments. One is Red Corsairs, and the other is, what is it called?
Word Bearers.
Word Bearers. So it's Word Bearers and Red Corsairs. So that is the army. They have first turn, so we'll see what all these demon engines can do to me on turn 1. Alright, so back at the end of Chaos Space Marine, turn 1, and the whole blob of demon engines moved forward and shot into my dogs. A whole bunch of psychic powers went off, plus the Lord Discordant there to buff them all. And they shot and killed 7 of my dogs, and then 2 more died to morale. They also, a couple shots went into the horrors, lost 2, and then lost 2 more to morale. So morale was not super kind to me this turn. The Flamers in the wood ate a random las cannon and lost 1. Also lost a guy or a dog out of this squad, and finally the Helldrake assaulted in his flaming chariot, down to 3 wounds, but was able to put a bunch of wounds back on the Helldrake. So it was a pretty even combat there. So we'll be back on Demons turn 1 and see what we can score. Alright, so we're back at the end of Demons turn 1, and we punched back a little bit here. The Demon Prince assaulted in and helped finish off that Helldrake, saving my chariot. These horrors moved up and planted a banner on that objective. These horrors planted a banner on that objective. The hounds moved up, assaulted, and with a stratagem were able to assault the cultists, knock them down to 3, but then they used the auto-passed leadership stratagem to stay there. These Nurglings assaulted into those spawn. Look at these spawn, are really awesome, by the way. Look at the pumpkin on that base. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I assaulted in because I needed table quarters, so that got them across the line over there. So I scored all 4 table quarters, but we're about to lose all of those dogs, I'm sure. So we're back on Chaos Space Marine turn 2 and see what damage they can do. Alright, so back at the end of Chaos Space Marine turn 2, and it was a brutal turn for the demons. So these 2 here shot in with heavy flamers and just annihilated the dog squad that was there. They did not make it. And then with also their battle cannons and Reaper autocannons shot in and killed all but 1 Pink Horror here, and a random las cannon sticking out of that window shot in and finished him off. I even had buffed their save to a 3+ with Warp Surge, but that did not happen. Over here, the Demon Prince can advance and charge thanks to his chapter, and he made it into the chariot and blew it to smithereens. And then these 2 units of Spawn and the, what's that called again? Venom Crawler assaulted in, nuked that squad of Nurglings, and finally the last Defiler shot in and finished off the other squad of Nurglings. So it was pretty devastating, but we're going to try to come back on turn 2 for the demons. Alright, so back at the end of Demon turn 2, and we did what we could. So I only held 1 objective to start my turn, so I got 5 points for that. But then I moved up, the Flamer shot in and killed 1 unit of spawn, the dogs assaulted in and killed the other unit of spawn. Over here, the Wonder Twins double teamed the Demon Prince and took him down. The guy with swords here has the Impossible Robes, and he interrupted me, and then I used my Impossible Robes reroll and actually passed it so I didn't die to not take any damage there, so that was lucky. And over here, the only thing I have this side of the board is that chariot. He shot in with his flamer and killed the 3 cultists that were left, and then assaulted in and actually killed 4 of those Marines, which is way above average, but that happened. So he's over here hanging out. He also got me a point for the engage on all fronts, and that's where we're at now. So we're back with Chaos Space Marine turn 3. Alright, so we're back at the end of Space Marine turn, or Chaos Space Marine rather, turn 3. And the demons fared better than they could have, but there's still not a lot going on. So the Venom Crawler moved around here and then shot in and assaulted that demon prince, knocked him down to 2 wounds, but luckily he survived. The Pink Horrors took some fire, but only lost 2. The Flamers, on the other hand, did not fare so well. They got shot and then assaulted and lost the entire squad. And then the Herald is down to a single wound left, so he's not very happy right now. And way over here, we're down to 2 wounds on that chariot. It got shot and assaulted and made all of its saves, luckily an assault, but is still stuck in with a Defiler, so it's not going to be too happy. So that's where we're at on Chaos Space Marine turn 3. They're way ahead at this point, but we're going to keep fighting and see how much these 2 Demon Princes can kill. Alright, so back on the end of Demon turn 3, and we're slowly falling behind, but we're fighting back as much as we can. These Flamers were behind that pile of blocks last turn. They jumped over. My Herald left combat, and with their powers combined and a stratagem, we were able to kill that Defiler. Just barely, but we got him. But in sad news, one of the Wonder Twins died. I tried to go in with the one Demon Prince to finish him off, but didn't quite manage it. He swung back and killed the other Demon Prince, so I'm down to 1 now. And over here I fell back from combat, so I was able to hold 3 table quarters, so I scored 2 points from that, and that's where we're at. Not a lot of demons left on the table, but we were at least able to kill 1 of the big demon engines. So we'll be back with Chaos Space Marine turn number 4. Alright, so we're back at the end of Chaos Space Marine turn 4, and the fire continues to fall. So this Defiler shot in and assaulted, but the Pink Horrors actually fared fairly well, only losing 2 of their number. The other side of the board wasn't so lucky. My Herald died, of course, only had 1 wound left, and I only have 1 Flamer left. But he did get lucky enough to pass his leadership check, rolled that 1 to stay there. The one bit of good news is my DM Prince here killed the, not poison, what's it called? Venom Crawler, the Venom Crawler. And then over here, this Defiler was out for revenge and totally killed my chariot hiding in the back corner. So we're back with Demons turn 4, and we're pretty much just going to have this Demon Prince trying to go on a rampage and see what happens. So the end of Demon turn 4, and it is sweet and simple. I charged in here, and I did 8 wounds to the Defiler, and he punched me back and did 6 wounds to my Demon Prince, which really hurt. My Flamer that was in combat over there died. So this is all I have left. So we're back with Chaos Space Marines. They still have, oh, they burnt that object. We're playing Scorched Earth, if I could talk. And so they burnt that one down as one of their secondaries. They're holding that building. They're holding that. And there's guys in the middle, 2 characters in there. So they're everywhere, and I have these 6 dudes. We're going to try to hold out. We'll be back with Chaos Space Marine turn 5. Alright, so we're back at the end of Chaos Space Marine turn number 5. And it was a real schlagging. If we look down here, we'll notice that there are no more demons left. So I was tabled at the top of turn 5, didn't get my turn 5. But it really wouldn't have mattered anyway. We were just playing for fun after the first couple rounds because they were taking off with the lead. In the end, we scored 36 for the Demons and 79 for the Chaos Space Marines. They just took it away. And also, if you go by the paint score, the extra 10 points for paint, they're at 89 points. That is a big score, biggest one I've seen in my game so far. So the Demon Engine Chaos Space Marines just put it down today. And they are some pretty gorgeous models. So that is it. Chaos Space Marines take it away, and that's the game. So thanks for watching.